Penguin Random House Audio presents Meditate Your Weight, a 21-day retreat to optimize your metabolism and feel great, by Tiffany Cruikshank with Mariska van Alst. This is the author, Tiffany Cruikshank.
Publisher's Note. Throughout the 21-day retreat portion of this audiobook, the author will guide you through real-time meditations and a 20-minute Meditate Your Weight yoga sequence. You'll also find these same guided meditation tracks and yoga session at the end of the audiobook, so you can easily listen to them at your convenience. The PDF that accompanies this audiobook includes directions for each day's mind makeover and building awareness exercises, as well as an illustrated guide to the Meditate Your Weight yoga sequence. Enjoy.
This book is dedicated to every person who has ever struggled with his or her self-worth, body, or potential. May this book help you to cultivate a healthy body and a nourishing mental outlook, and to discover your value and worth, as well as the immense beauty that lives inside of you. Introduction. Every day, all day, we are bombarded with messages from social media, family, coworkers, photoshopped ads, telling us that we're not enough. We need to eat healthier, lose weight, look skinnier. It can be virtually impossible not to feel like you should look better or you should feel better, regardless of who you are. With all this noise swirling around our heads, figuring out where these messages stop and where our own best instincts toward health begin can be very difficult. In our struggle with these body-policing messages, we often unconsciously capitulate or we resist their tyranny by rebelling against healthy changes and end up hurting ourselves in the process. We all know that the apple and kale are better for us than the donut, but somehow we still end up choosing the donut. We all know that going for a walk or to the gym will help us lose weight more than watching TV will, but we still end up on the couch. And even when we choose the apple and the gym, we sometimes still end up hitting a wall when it comes to feeling our best. We'll consult doctors, run tests to check that our thyroid, digestion, reproductive hormones, or adrenal glands are functioning properly. Yet we may still not have an answer to our stubborn health woes. We still don't feel good. What's going on here? I have a theory. I believe that the most powerful ally in the quest for vibrant health is one that's often overlooked: the huge capacity of the mind-body connection. The mind-body connection. The mind-body connection is actually a bit mislabeled. Our mind lives in our nervous system, which is most definitely part of the body. What happens in the mind can create a direct physical effect on the rest of the body. In that way, you can say there really isn't a connection. They are one and the same. And yet we know intuitively that they are different. A thought is just a thought. It's not completely automatic like your heartbeat. Thoughts are more like breaths or the blinks of an eye. These can happen without our awareness, but also can be studied and shifted with awareness, even if just temporarily. When we neglect to pay attention to the mind-body connection, we might do everything right and still find ourselves frustrated in our health and weight loss goals. As a master yoga teacher, founder of yoga medicine, sports medicine expert, and practitioner of Chinese medicine, I've specialized in helping my patients and students optimize their health for over a decade. And in that time, with thousands of patients and students, I've found over and over that ignoring the power of the mind can be the primary limiting factor in our health. Training the brain. When highly trained, the brain can help us achieve any goal, no matter what aspect of our lives, from scoring that promotion at work, to having a healthy pregnancy and delivery, to losing 20 pounds. But often our brains limit us. Sometimes it hampers our ability to follow through. Sometimes it makes us give in to cravings. Sometimes we just plain live up to our own low expectations. But these very human tendencies don't necessarily mean we need to rush that brain to the psychiatrist. In fact, many of us share the exact same types of self-limiting thought patterns. And because these patterns are so universal, we have decades, even millennia, of great experience in what works to help change them. In meditation, the goal is not so much to eliminate these thinking patterns as it is to identify them. Once we get clear about what's happening inside our head and how it affects the rest of our functioning, it's easier for our brain to make decisions that align with our true health goals. Recognizing unhelpful thought patterns allows us to directly address them through the use of simple meditation and mental affirmations or mantras that help us achieve our goals, such as to lose weight. Decades of medical research have shown us that meditation is powerful medicine. Studies have proven that meditation does the following: reduces heart rate and blood pressure, reduces stress hormones, reduces pain and inflammation, reduces depression and anxiety, improves the immune system function, improves focus and memory, improves a sense of peaceful calm, improves the feeling of connectedness, improves sleep. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The research on meditation's power continues to grow more compelling. And one of the promising lines of research concerns meditation's effect on our weight loss efforts. For example, multiple studies have found that meditation helps improve our awareness of our internal hunger and satiety signals, as well as our ability to regulate what and how much we eat. Meditation has been shown to reduce cravings for unhealthy food and decrease the frequency of binge eating and emotional eating. Meditation can also reduce high levels of the stress hormone cortisol and resulting toxic belly fat. One study even found that an 8-week meditation class tripled the amount of weight lost by a group of elderly women when compared with those who did not use similar techniques. Of course, meditation is not a magic wand, and we still have to nourish ourselves with healthy foods and exercise. But meditation is an incredible supplement to any kind of weight loss regimen, creating a multiplying effect to your preferred approach. When you make the commitment to try even 5 minutes of meditation a day, you strengthen and train your mind to more easily support your goals and your metabolism. And then anything is possible. The Meditate Your Weight program. Over the course of my decades of work with patients and students, I've identified some very common self-limiting thought patterns and developed meditations to help draw awareness to those patterns. I've given a lot of thought to selecting the meditations, reflections, and mantras included in this book, choosing only those that I've found most effective for resetting the metabolic engine. The 21-day program in this book is a structured, progressive, mind training sequence. All of the meditations and exercises help you first identify and then address the thought patterns that are holding you back from achieving your health and wellness goals. Just as any athlete follows her coach's program to help her train for a race or competition, you can follow this program to help you train your mind for optimal health and wellness. To live with more energy, feel stronger and leaner, look radiant, and reach the best possible state of health doesn't mean starving ourselves or running a marathon, but it does require us to live with great awareness. Part 1 is a crash course in the miracle of meditation, how it works and how it can benefit every part of your body and your mind. In the first 3 chapters, we'll delve into the science. Exactly why is meditation so effective in helping us attain our goals? I'll also share details about my own experience with patients and yoga students and how I've used these methods to help them and myself to heal. In Chapter 1, I'll explain the basics of meditation and address some common misconceptions about it. In Chapter 2, we'll uncover exactly which stumbling blocks, both physical and mental, may be impeding your weight loss and how meditation can help you get past them. In Chapter 3, we'll dig a little deeper to learn how meditation can change your physiology on a cellular, even genetic level. You'll discover how meditation has been scientifically proven to physically alter the shape, size, and functioning of your brain, to chemically alter the endocrine system, and to tone and soothe the nervous and cardiovascular systems. You'll see exactly how meditation reroutes self-defeating neural patterns that can keep you stuck, and how these brain-based changes can help set your body up for weight loss success. Once you understand my background, my approach, and the scientific research behind the effectiveness of meditation, you'll start to see how just 5 or 10 or 20 minutes once a day can lead to radical changes in your health and happiness.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?